The challenge, I would think, about doing these teachings, creating these holograms, holographic teachings, within the info tab, the creative process. The challenge is being able to describe things to detail, from the information that I am retrieving from my mind. In this video, in this teaching, in this what I'll call hologram, I use the term very loosely, hologram. It has a multi-purpose use. A hologram just means an energy field. It's just here. It's here. It's a reality. And in this reality, or in this hologram, the idea of the ADC is discussed. ADC is also a hologram. It's a different type of hologram. It has let's see. It's auxiliary data compendium. Is how it started. It's now the absolute data compendium. The absolute data compendium, I think, is really what it is. It has three parts. Each part is called a mishkan. I guess you could say there's 3 mishkans to Anglicanize. I mean, the suffix, the plural suffix, 3 mishkans. There are 3 mishkans in the ADC. Sector A, Sector B, and Sector C. Trying to retrieve from memory and how to organize it. How to organize in order to convey it is a challenge. So I'm verbalizing the process that's happening now. You're hearing a lot of nothing. Is what you're hearing. You're hearing me grabbing for something which I'm finding difficulty to grab for. And in this I'm articulate. But the actual message I'm not. At any rate, I will attempt to explain it to you now. I think I've gathered. Did you see what I just did? This is called temporizing. Temporizing means I have elongated the time by slowing down the material that is conveyed, and there are memory templates that I'm able to draw from and relay them until I can bring back the process. So I think what I'll talk about now is the middle Mishkan, or Sector B. Sector B to date is the only sector that has vectors. The idea is that if a sector becomes too large, too much information within a sector, it becomes difficult to work with. Becomes slow. In my particular system, it was, if it hit the maximum of 10 megabytes, it was considered a large file, an extra large file that would be hard to work with, difficult to work with. It was too much information. So once it hits 10 megabytes, it breaks down from a sector into vectors, and that way I can break it down into fourths. Like, suppose a sector is a full sector on the vertical is 300 rows. So a vector would be a fourth of that, which would be 75, a quarter of that. So vector A would be 1 through 75. Vector, it would be called V25, as in for a quarter. So it's vector 25, and then 75 through 150 would be V50, and then 150 through 225. Yeah, 225 would be V75, and then 225 through 300 would be V100. So you have the vectors, and I surmise that there is definitely, well, there is a specific reason why the middle Mishkan has the most, because of the theme of its center of it all, center of it all, and it's demonstrated within the middle Mishkan. I mean, it's like clockwork. You look at it, you see it. Seek and you shall find. That's what it says.